Found myself. There we go. Right. Hi, Maxine. Right. Just getting my computer screen up. Before we start. Sit. Hi, Renee. Hi, Chris. Okie dokie. Just shoveling stuff around a bit. Oh, right. Let's crack on. Well, hello, good evening and welcome. Lorna Carter from Lorna Carter's Creations, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based here in the UK. Right, it's another week of Christmas. What do we like? We love a bit of Christmas. We absolutely adore this sweet. So, as I showed you last week, I'll just pull that. We're using the Joy of Christmas sweet. But we'll be concentrating on the Christmas Classics stamp set. I don't think we're not using any of the dies to do with this. We're just using this stamp set, and there's one stamp, that background stamp, out of A Joy of Noel. Okay, so that is what we're using. We're going to be using some of that lovely designer series paper that we used last week, and we're going to make this reverse easel card. Let me hold it up. You won't be able to see very well. Show you like that. So it's a reverse easel card. I've got blooming kitty glitter on it. There's no cats again tonight. They've been fed, so they're sleeping. But Monty's just asleep outside, just outside the door here. So he'll probably come in a bit. Okay, so this is what we're going to be making. Reverse easel card. Once popped down, you can see a little bit of the background, but all it is a bit of holly. It looks okay. So that just goes into a standard C6 envelope. Hi, Izzy. Right, so let's get started. See if I can remember my measurements. Oops, making the joint. There we go. And of course, we've got reflection. Yeah, we have. Never mind. Right, so to make this card, this is in centimetres. I haven't done one in inches as yet. So for centimetres, we've got it's actually half a piece of A4. So it's 10.5 centimetres by 29.6 or whatever centimetres it is long. And we've just cut that in half. So this is the base card. And we need to score this. Let me just pull it across. Move my cutting blade out of the way. You know me. Get carried away. Right, so our first score line is going to be at 7.4 centimetres. And then 14.8 centimetres. So we move We'll need that in a minute, so I'll just put that over to one side. So this is the base card. I'll just find my bone folder. So we're just burnishing our score lines. Right, so we've got the card like this, and then what we need to do is bend this one back on itself. So this is what we've got. So you can have it that way, but we're using it this way. Okay, right. So the dies we're using this evening are the Something Fancy dies. Which are these? I've already got my set of dies out, which we're using. So these are the ones we're using this evening. But in this set, oh, look at that, I'm blinded by the light. In this set, you've got lovely tags, so you can make tags. You've got all sorts of different shapes, little tags, a little banner, and these. I love these that we're using. I just love these. So we're using all three. So if I just put that to one side out the way. So I'll pop those up there. Okay. I will bring in, I'm using the same designer series paper as last week as well. Totally and utterly, I've fallen in love with it. Totally and utterly. Right, so I'm using what bits I've got left here. So we have this lovely red. It's real red and cherry cobbler, I believe, in there. And then the greenery. I just thought it does make it pop. So we'll cut some designer series paper next. So for this base here, we need, I think that actually, it's just a little bit short. It's a little bit short. But you know what? I'm going to use it. I think. Because otherwise I have to start a new one. Yes. So I'm going to use it, I think. Or do we do it that way? Won't be as Christmassy. What do we think? Let's have a vote. Do we go for this? There's the greenery. And we could still use the red. So I will await a response. So do you want it like this one? Exactly the same? Or are we going to use this one? The greenery is nice. Okie dokie. So we'll go with the greenery. So we can cut this. So this is for this base piece. I'm going to pull it down, that's it. Right, so I need a piece that's 10 centimetres by 14.3. And that should just go there nicely. Then I need 2 more pieces, and I'm going to do one in the red, and one in the greenery again. Just let me double check. Just need that slither taken off there. So we need 2 pieces at 10 centimeters by 6.8. So 6.8. That's 1. That's 10. So we can do that at 6.8. That's my designer series paper put to one side. So let's get this stuck on. So we're going to have one like that and one like that. Get this going. I put a new refill in. Get it going. That's it. What am I doing? I will get there eventually. Ah, there we go. Okay. So Izzy's decorating. Everybody's gone for greenery, so that's alright. Izzy's decorating customer bags while she's watching. And Renee is sitting outside having a snack. That's why I've got no cats, because they had a snickety snack while we was having our tea. Right. That's that one. That is that one. And then go with this one. So we've got a busy few weeks coming up. Yeah, it's been windy today. And Maxine's got it now. Up in Scotland. Yeah, so it's gonna be a busy few weeks, the next couple of weeks. We've got my class to prepare for, which is next week. And that's the 28th, and then on the 1st, Izzy and I are back at Craftorama, Lincolnshire Showground. So we're looking forward to that. But everything's busy, busy, busy. Right, so we need some more card cutting. And I didn't get me scraps of, just bear with me, I didn't get me scraps of crumb cake. So we only need a little, well, a smallish piece. Have we got a piece? And do you know what? I haven't got a piece in there. Just have a look. Nope, they're not big enough. Right, so we'll cut a piece off here. Right, so for the, oops, for the front piece, if I just pop that there, if we can, yeah, we can get him. So for this front piece, we need a piece of real red. We'll cut that one first. And I'll try this. I might need to put a new cutter in. Just let me. Yeah. 2 seconds. So if you've never replaced, where is that? No, that's an old one. I keep my old ones just in case. I know that sounds daft. I thought that was an old one. It can't be. It must be a new one. We shall soon see. Okay, so if you've never, let's just do it. If you've never replaced the blade, let's just quickly do it to show you. Okay, so at each end, I think I've got one, oh maybe not, just this bottom end, you'll be able to just pull your blade out, and then you can feel where it will go in. Let's just try that. See if that is a new blade or not. Oh yeah, it is, definitely. It is. Right. So, real red. We need this 7 centimetres by 12.5 centimetres to 12.5. You can make the front really as big or as little as you want. The beauty of this card, well, the thing is, what you need to do is make sure you've got a long enough piece at the front to put behind to make your easel. That's all you've got to remember with this. So that is a real red piece, 7 centimetres by 12.5. We then need crumb cake, 6.5 centimetres. By 12. That's that one. And then I've got some basic white to do some stamping and die cutting. Right, I think now I can pop that away. I can. Get my stamp and paste mat out, ready to go. Okay. So on the background, on the crumb cake piece, we've done some stamping. Just let me get a scrap. So we've just done some stamping. And this is the only one we're using out of Joy of Noel, which is this background stamp. I'm just catching up on comments. Nice. Right, let me carry on. If I miss any comments, I will see to them at the end. So we've got crumb cake. So we're inking crumb cake up. You can do this any which way you want to. We'll do it this way. So all I'm doing is randomly stamping. You can stamp off, stamp on, just so you've got a little bit. There we go. I'm just going to go in there as well. Right. So I've just done random background stamping. You're not going to see a lot of it. So we're all good there. So we're going to mount the real red with the crumb cake. I'll do that now. That on there, make sure we get it level. There we go. Yeah, it is a really nice background stamp. It looks nice, heat embossed as well. That would look nice on a background, heat embossed. Yes, definitely, definitely. Okay. Let's get some stamping, colouring and sticking. Right, I've got to admit I have done some of the holly leaves. I've got one left to do. I just wanted to be able to show you just one of them because they do take a little bit of time. So if I bring in my scrap and okay, so we've got the holly leaves, and we're just inking those up. I'm just stamping them in Memento. We only need one. So I'm only doing one. We're going to colour with Old Olive blends. Starting with the light. I'm just going to put white on there. It's just something about holly I love. I love a bit of holly. And at my mum's, we always got... it's a massive holly bush and it is laden with berries. And they're green at the moment, but there will be red. And I've always been brought up to think that when there's a lot of berries on your holly, it's going to be a bad winter. Oh, thanks, Maxine. We've gone different. We've gone orange. For a change. Right, so I'm just going down the middle with the dark, and then we're going to blend it in, go back in with the light. Yeah, so whether or not we get a bad winter, I do think we're actually due one. But we shall see. Right. I'm doing this because I can. There is a die that actually cuts this out. But I just wanted to show you, if you've only got the stamp set, you can easily fussy cut it. I love a bit of fussy cutting. I was doing those others earlier on And I got no computer on, I got no music on. I was just sat in the quiet. Mind you saying that, I sat in the quiet, but Monty was everywhere and anywhere he wanted to be in. So I'm just going to go down this side. Yeah, it's a little bit fiddly, but hey, it's all good fun. Then we go in like that, so I can see where I'm going. Bend that back. Do that bit. That's it. Pull that forward. That's it. There we go. And just like that, I'm even going in here. I could sit and do this all night. I love it. There we go. That's all done. I could just sit all night and just cut out. Love it, love it, love it. Right, so we need, there should be 6 pieces of holly. Yes, 6 pieces of holly we've got. Right, let's stamp our sentiments on some basic white. Okay, so I am using wild wheat. Wild wheat. One of the in colours from this year. Excuse me. Now, it is absolutely gorgeous, this colour. It looks like gold. So I'm just going to stamp like so. It just comes out like gold. It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Fabulous for Christmas cards. If you don't like heat embossing, brilliant colour. Absolutely brilliant colour. So the Christmas I'm going to do in wild wheat. Like so. And then we're going to do wherever it is. The Merry in Real Red. Yes, I know what you're going to say, Izzy. Wild wee. I know, I know. Right. Oh. Let's pop that. Don't know if that's straight. No, it's not very straight, but hey, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to cover that up because it's going to go everywhere, knowing me. Right. Let's die cut these. Bring in the mini. I know, can't take you anywhere, is he? But hey, where would we be without you? We loved you. Just get my scissors just so I can chop this down so it will go through. Right, so if I pop it there, should be able to see what I'm doing. So we've got to deck the holes this is die cut for the largest of the 3, excuse me, dies. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's bring it round. So we've got to deck the holes. That's that one. The Merry Christmas. Is it done? It's done with. There we go. It's done with the smallest one. So let's bring that back in. I'm just going to try. Oh, Zippy's just decided he's started. He doesn't wow, he squeaks. And I don't know what Monty does, but he don't wow. We've got funny cats in our house. Whoops. Hello, Chris. I can't see you on mine, but I know because Izzy's seen you. Izzy's seen you. There we go. Right. So, what do we need now? We need... We've done with the smallest, so the 2 bigger ones. We need 1 in Crumb Cake, which is the middle size. Ooh, it can be a frugal look. Put that in there. And real red. Let me see if I've got a scrappy. Scrappy, I'm sure I had a scrappy somewhere. Real red, where are you? I reckon I've got it out somewhere. I have. Wow. I'm not quite sure where. So guess what? We're going to have to cut the piece off here. I don't know where my real red's gone. It's somewhere about. Just have to cut a piece out of a new bit. Right. And if I cut that in like so, I can get both of these on at the same time. So, we have this one. And we have this one. We will go on. There we are. You can now feed it through. That's it. Done with that. So here's our I think we're finished with the die cutting machine. Yep. It's just a matter of putting it all together now. Oh, right. Okay. So all we're doing is layering these up. They're just being stuck. I'll see if we can stick it with glue. There we go. So that is going on there. Like so. Then that. Is going on there. And as I said last week, I just love the traditional card, traditional colours of Christmas. Really do. Right. Oh, there it is. Deck the holes. Just got a little bit more stamping to do on there. Not a lot, just a little. And I need. Yeah, the colours set it off, Renee, I think. I just think they're lovely together. I really do. Right, so on the deck, the holes, I've got Old Olive. And I've got, like, the bough, the pine branch thing, which is this one. And all I'm going to do is going on the corner, just so we've got that feeling of Christmas. And it's nice because you can pop, with it being photopolymer, you can line it up right so it just goes in between. It's very clever, very good. I suppose I could have done that on my other one, but it's too late now. Too late. Right, berries. I did the berries when I'd actually popped it all together, but I'm not going to pop it together, just going to lay it on there and just have a look, because the top left and bottom right, I'm just lining them up, and we're getting, it's the three little berries. We're wanting the real red, oh, didn't think I could open that then. Right, I'm going to have to stand up to do this, because what I want to do is put the berries like that, so the stem goes in between, and you can, with it being photopolymer, we can do that. Okay, so that's those ones, and then we're going to do the same on this one. You've got to be mindful though with this one, if I just show you. So you've got to be mindful, one, we don't go over this bottom bit with the leaves, and when it's stood up, we've got to try and make sure we haven't got this in the way. So we want it going more to the right. So if we have it something like that, I think we should be okay. So let's stamp these yet again. Might take it out a little. Just a little bit. I'm just going to go for it. I can work that one out. That one will now go like so. And we'll do the same down here in the bottom left. Somewhere like that. Hopefully. There we go. That is all the stamping. That's all the stamping done. Right, let's pop it together. Okay. Right, so I've used some of the elegant trim, which is this one. And what I want to do is pop sort of a couple of loops diagonally across from one another. So make sure I get the right. So I'm using Stampin' Seal Plus for this. Right, I'm not the best when it comes to, you know what I'm like with bows. So if I do that, we make a loop, loop-de-loop, and we make a loop-de-loop. And if we want to, we can do a third one. Let's do it like... There we go. We're just having fun here. We're just looping the loop. So let's see if we can get 3 done here. That's 1. Oh. That's 2. Oops. And then I'm just going to cut that off there. And then we can go round like so. There we are. So we've got our loop-de-loops. I also want to pop, but I'll do that. I might actually do these after. We'll pop it on the front first, and we're going to use a Stampin' Dimensional. Just to raise it up. I'll put one either side of there. One there. And one there. Right, so if we look, we've got those loopies at either end. Oh, I'm quite impressed with myself tonight. I'm usually fingers and thumbs, but I've surprised myself tonight. Okay, so we're just going to eyeball this, try and put it on as central as we can. Let's go like that. Right. we're going to have some glue dots. So if I pop a glue dot there, and then on the biggest one I'm just going to pop a normal dimensional. So we've got a glue dot here, dimensional there, and I'm just popping that. So you can see the berries. It's quite, I think it's quite cute. So once again, glue dot. And a dimensional. Like so. And we'll pop this one down here. There we go. And then all I've done is I've popped one behind, just to give it a little bit of, I don't know, whatever. I think it looks quite nice. I'm just going to see if I can pop a little bit of that on, to pop that behind. And if I get my scissors, there we go. I think it just sets it off, having a bit behind there. We'll do the same down this end. Oops. There we go. And if we want to with that, if I can just find my wink of Stella, we can just give our berries that little bit of sparkle. Just to set them off. Okay, so that is the top bit. Let's sort this out. So once again, this is going on dimensionals, and I'm just going to cut down. I always use every scrap and don't waste any. Like that. There we go. So that's going to be popped up, and we're just going to do the same with these. So actually we'll pop it on, we pop it on the card, and then we can arrange those as we want. Right, so our reverse easel card, we have got to remember, I find the easiest way to mount the front is centre it as best you can, and we can only put glue on the top bit. So let's pop some glue on there. This is just what you've got to be careful with. So we're just eyeballing. I don't think we're too far off of that. Okay, I'm quite happy that that is just stuck at the top. And now, just looking to see whereabouts do we want this. Yeah. So this is, I'm just going to do it a tiny little bit further up. So somewhere like that. And it really stands out. This green is lovely. It really, really does stand out. So let's see if we can eyeball that. And then we're just going to do the same. We're going to pop, do I put a small one? Just let me just double check. No, we're all right with the big one. That's that one. And that one. And then pop a glue dot just at the bottom, like so. There, if I can. So we're just going to pop that like so. If you can see, I'm just seeing where that needs to be. And same with this one. And we'll get that glitter pen. And we'll give those berries a bit of a sparkle. Like so. And there we have, let's put my bits and bobs away. There we have our reverse easel card. So looking at those two, which one do we prefer? The one on the right or one on the left? I'm torn between the two, I've got to admit. I like them both. I like them both. And then if you want to, you can always, on the back, pop a piece of white to write your greeting or whatever. Or for that, you could pop it, a piece of card up here and write on it there. But yeah, I do like that. And I've never, that's the first one I've made. I've never made a reverse easel before. I've made plenty of easel cards, but not reverse easel. Easels. Get my teeth into gear. Right. Okie dokie. So, that's it for this evening. It's just nearly 9 o'clock. We've done really well for time. As usual, I shall pop my video up on YouTube. That'll go up on Thursday evening at 8 o'clock. And then I'm not sure quite, with having a busy fortnight, I don't know if I'll be doing a live for a fortnight. I will just have to see how things go. If I get a chance, I will do, because I love to do them. So we'll see what happens. But oh, it's alright, I'm cracking up, pressing buttons that I shouldn't be doing. Right, well, thank you all for watching. Hopefully I'll be about next week. We'll see what weekend says, see what I get done, and we'll see if we can do yet another Christmas project. Maybe we'll see. We shall see. Might make some gift tags or something. Even if I just go on and do a gift tag, it's better than not being live. So we might do that. Okie dokie. Right. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you're watching on Catch Up, thank you very much. If you're watching on YouTube, if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. It means the world. And all being well, we shall see you next week. So I'll say good night. This is the third one that we haven't had the cats. So next week I'm not going to feed them until afterwards to see if they come and say hello. You can guarantee when I've finished, when I get off, one of them will be here. But never mind. Right, okie dokie. We'll see you, all being well, next week. Take care and carry on crafting. Bye.